12 warning signs that you're eating too much sugar. Sugar gets a bad rap, but the truth is that it's a vital source of energy and essential to our survival. Of course, not all sugars are the same. Fructose found in fruits and vegetables and lactose in dairy-rich foods are natural sugars we don't have to be as concerned about, because these foods also have fiber and calcium, for example. Added sugars, however, which are often found in processed foods, are those we could do without, and most of us consume too much of them. Here are 12 warning signs that you are consuming too much sugar. 1. Increased hunger and weight gain. If you're consuming a lot of extra calories through added sugars, increased hunger is one of the first signs. Sugar is satisfying to the taste buds, but it doesn't really satisfy or fill our stomachs. Without protein, fiber, and healthy fats, which most processed snacks and sugary treats lack, the body burns through sugar quickly and ramps up hunger, which can lead to mindless and even compulsive snacking. Consumption of sugar-sweetened beverages promotes weight gain in adults and children, yet it's not the only extra calories that can increase weight. A healthy gut helps our metabolism regulate blood glucose and insulin levels, and in part enables our bodies to use lipids and manage cholesterol. When you have added sugar, it damages that ecosystem. Number 2. Irritability. If you're feeling moody, irritable, or on edge, stress may not be the only reason. It could be a sign that you're eating too much sugar. Eating added sugar can promote inflammation, worsen mood, and lead to symptoms of depression. A high sugar meal or snack without protein and fat quickly spikes your blood sugar, but as your body rushes to process all of it, your energy levels crash, making you feel sluggish and irritable. Also, when there's low glucose in your bloodstream because your insulin levels have spiked after eating a lot of added sugar, levels of blood glucose in the brain decrease as well. The important thing is to pay attention when you're feeling off. For example, if you start to feel irritable an hour after you eat a snack or at the same time every day, excess sugar could be to blame. Number 3. Fatigue and low energy. Sugar is easily absorbed and digested, so if you're feeling fatigued, it could be due to the amount of sugar you're getting in your diet. Sugar is a very quick energy source, so regardless of how much you eat, in 30 minutes you're going to be hungry again, low on energy, or looking for energy again. Large swings of blood sugar and insulin can cause energy levels to plummet and affect your overall energy level. Number 4. Foods don't taste sweet enough. If you've noticed that foods don't taste as sweet as they used to, or if you need to add sugar to foods to make them taste good, think dusting your cereal with brown sugar, it could be that you're getting too much sugar to begin with. If you're trying to make healthier choices, say by switching from flavored yogurt to plain yogurt, the difference will be more noticeable. You train your brain to expect a very high level of sweetness, and when you're used to it, it can be harder to feel satisfied with foods that are less sweet because you're primed to expect the high sweet levels. If you're replacing sugar with artificial sweeteners in your diet, you may also want to give a second thought. A lot of these sugar substitutes are so much sweeter than actual sugar, so it tricks our brains into expecting this insanely high level of sweetness. Number 5. Craving for sweets. If you're craving sweets, you may be addicted to the feel-good effects that sugar has in your brain. Sugar targets the brain's pleasure center, triggering a rise in the so-called happy hormone dopamine. This pathway in the brain plays a significant role in the food choices we make, including affecting cravings for sugar. Put simply, eating sugar increases dopamine, and the dopamine rise itself can increase cravings for sugar, leading to a vicious cycle. The good news is that focusing on small meals and snacks comprised of real whole foods and eating regularly can help those cravings improve, according to Stoner Davis. Number 6. High blood pressure. If you've been diagnosed with hypertension, too much added sugar in your diet could be a contributor. According to research, consuming sugar-sweetened beverages has a significant association with high blood pressure and a higher incidence of hypertension. High levels of glucose can damage the lining of our blood vessels, making it easier for lipids like cholesterol to stick to the walls of blood vessels. When that happens, you get hardening of the blood vessels. When your blood vessels get hardened, your blood pressure goes up. Number 7. Acne and wrinkles. If you're battling acne, it may be worthwhile to consider how much added sugar you're eating. Glycemic control plays a significant role in skin health and acne. Wrinkles may be another sign that you're consuming too much sugar. Advanced glycation end products, which are the products of excess sugar, encourage skin aging. Number 8. Joint pain. If you notice pain in your joints, it may not be age alone. According to a survey published in December 2017 in the journal Arthritis Care and Research, among the 24% of respondents who had rheumatoid arthritis and said food affected their symptoms, soda and desserts were most commonly cited. Consuming too much sugar can lead to systemic inflammation, which may lead to joint pain. That said, there are several causes of joint pain, so improving your diet by cutting back on the sweet stuff may not be a magic bullet. Number 9. Sleep issues. If you're having trouble falling or staying asleep, you may want to take stock of what you're eating. Poor sleep quality is significantly related to higher consumptions of added sugars. Our sleep cycles and the quality of sleep are regulated by the light and temperature of the room, as well as glycemic control. For someone who is chronically consuming excessive amounts of added sugar, it can absolutely mess with their sleep cycle and sleep quality. Number 10. Digestive issues. If you're having stomach pain, cramping, or diarrhea, there may be many causes to blame, and your doctor can help you get to the bottom of your symptoms. Too much sugar, a known gut irritant, is one of the possible culprits. Plus, for those with underlying health conditions such as irritable bowel syndrome, Crohn's disease, or ulcerative colitis, or for those who have had stomach surgery, sugar can also exacerbate gastrointestinal symptoms. If high sugar foods are replacing fruits, vegetables, and whole grains, which offer fiber, constipation can be a problem too. Number 11. Brain fog. Problems with mental clarity, focus and concentration, and memory could be a result of consuming too much added sugar. Although glucose is the brain's primary source of fuel, excess amounts can cause hyperglycemia, or high blood glucose levels, and have an inflammation effect in the brain and a negative impact on cognitive function and mood. According to research, impairments with information processing speed, working memory, and attention were found in people with type 2 diabetes who had hyperglycemia. Research suggests the same is true for those without diabetes. A study found high blood glucose has a negative impact on cognition, including decreases in delayed recall, learning ability, and memory consolidation. Number 12. Cavities. The bacteria in our mouths like to feed on simple sugars, so if your dentist is finding more cavities, or if you've been diagnosed with gum disease, it could be that you're eating too much added sugar. Although cutting back on added sugar is a good idea, if you're going to consume a high sugar food, swish water around your mouth afterward or eat it with foods like carrots or milk, which protect your teeth and provide a coating. According to research, consuming milk and dairy products, apples, cranberries, tea, peanuts, and high fiber foods may help prevent cavities. While it's simply not realistic to avoid all added sugars in your diet, it's a good idea to read labels, focus on whole, unprocessed foods as much as possible, and make healthier food choices. Companies are going to make their foods taste good. That's part of their business. But as individuals, we're becoming more conscious of our health, so we can decide how much of that stuff we put on our body.